The one habit that will change your life completely. What would you choose as a habit to develop over the next several months? Behaviors that will have the most significant impact on your life. Everywhere you look, there is a wealth of personal development advice. Everyone appears to be preoccupied with self-improvement in the last few years. The volume of self-help advice available in popular media is proof of this. In this video, we will tell you the one habit that will change your life completely. But before that, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell button to be notified whenever we publish a new video. The New Year's resolutions begin after the last of the confetti has settled. People conclude that establishing a new positive habit would make them healthier, wealthier, and wiser, a phenomenon known as the fresh start effect. When these resolutions are followed, they become a habit, similar to what was previously discussed. But what is the one behavior that would entirely transform your life? Despite our best efforts, gym traffic ultimately slows, productivity and budgeting decline, and most of us revert to our old habits. But what if we told you that you could influence people's behavior, that you could nudge them to stick to their goals? Behavioral consistency. Behavioral consistency is a decision-making heuristic that we use to make decisions easier. It's easier to make one option and stick to it than to create a new decision every time we're faced with an issue. Behavioral consistency also serves as well from an evolutionary standpoint. Unpredictable people are less likely to be liked and prosper among others in a social situation. Individual and group consistency are both affected by behavioral consistency. Let's say you decide to go to the gym 3 times a week at 6 a.m. as a New Year's resolve. You'll feel obliged to remain with your decision after you've made it. This is the pressure to maintain a promise made to oneself on an individual level. This pressure will be amplified if the promise is made public and involves others. For example, if you and a friend agree to meet at the gym in the mornings, you will feel more devoted to your resolution and more likely to keep it. While inconsistency with oneself might lead to feelings of guilt, inconsistency with others can lead to interpersonal problems. Inconsistency is viewed as a negative trait linked to irrationality, deception, and even incompetence, and can elicit negative emotions such as disappointment, rage, and perplexity. These dangers put a lot of pressure on people to stay consistent. As a result, to avoid undue stress, people will seek to guarantee that their behavior fits previous decisions. Because of these personal and social forces, it's more likely that if you make someone commit to anything, they'll try to keep it. It is not necessary to make a significant commitment. In truth, it's frequently a minor decision. It could have easily been an offhanded, seemingly insignificant comment made over a glass of New Year's Eve champagne in the case of our fitness resolution. And behavioral consistency is related to commitment, which answers the question of the one habit that will change your life completely. Yes, simply it is commitment. Commitment as a habit. The state or occurrence of being bound or emotionally compelled is referred to as commitment. This is a great cry from an involuntary or almost involuntary acquired habit of conduct, instead of simply committing to things, as commitment and habit change aficionados. People are increasingly interested in learning more about what constitutes an exemplary commitment, how to make it durable, and how to maintain, indeed, and entrench our new habits. What if instead of setting colossal goals, we evaluated micro-behavioral improvements and committed ourselves instead? It's simple to declare you have an exercise habit if you work out regularly, except you might not constantly do the same workout. You might go for a run, swim, or lift weights. Perhaps you don't usually exercise at the same time or in the exact location. Even if you exercise regularly, it's generally more accurate to state you commit to exercising rather than an exercise habit in these circumstances. Honor your commitments, but the most important thing is to stay devoted at all times. It's critical not to go back and sabotage the things you've committed to. It's because if you can't keep your promises, you'll never achieve where you want to be in life. Developing good habits is similar to constructing a home. Consider your habits to be brick you put on top of one another, with commitment acting as the glue that ties them all together. A pledge to do or contribute something is not the same as a commitment. It is the state or trait of being committed and keeping the mindset of someone who works exceedingly hard to accomplish or support a goal. Commitment necessitates not only complete focus, but also a wide range of experiences. A person who evaluates commitment quality should be responsible and well-rounded. Patriotism, readiness to put service above self, capacity to set and realize goals, friendliness and helpfulness, diversified interests, strong work ethic, confidence and leadership, and a great sense of humor are examples of this uniqueness. It's enjoyable and straightforward just to stack bricks on top of one another. Then we envisage this beautiful house we're going to create, but without the glue, without the cement, that house will surely break apart, and you'll likely wind up right where you started. A commitment, on the other hand, does not have to come naturally. It can take a lot of time and effort, but you do it regardless because you have a rule in your head that says you have to do it. So it happens even if it isn't automatic. Systematic process to being committed. Suppose you are hearing commitment as a habit for the first time. Take each of these steps one at a time. Continue to be half-hearted. This is precisely what the majority of us do. We don't recommend staying in this stage for too long because it depletes your energy and wastes your time. It gives you the impression that committing to something isn't all that vital. Others will have less faith in you as a result. It causes you to lose faith in yourself. Instead, instantly consider assessing what is truly important. Keep the commitment or let it go. In many circumstances, this is the best option. Allow yourself to be free of judgment. It's okay if you can't commit to everything you want to do. In fact, it's impossible to do all you want to do. It's preferable to be deeply engaged in fewer things. So take a look at a half commitment and decide if you wish to make it one of your few commitments or if it's worth letting go of. If you don't think you'd go to great lengths for something, don't feel bad about it. It's as though you're releasing a cage bird. Because this is a normalcy, this is how you check and balance your interests. Strengthen your resolve. You only want to be fully committed to a small handful of things. There isn't a doubt in your mind that these events will occur. Don't worry if you're just halfway there. You have the option to go deeper. In the next section, we'll take a look at that. There's nothing wrong with making long-term commitments to do something rather than falling into an unconscious habit that happens without much thought or planning. Again, there are gray areas where something requires less effort but yet does not happen perfectly automatically. It is nonetheless still beneficial to commit a habit. What do you think about that one habit that will change your life completely? Did the given habit conform to your lifestyle? If given a chance to change your life entirely with this habit, will you dare to grab it? Also, what are your thoughts on this video? Feel free to drop your reviews and responses in the comments section below. And before leaving, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications on our future content. See you in the next video.